What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. All right, I'm in a new location. Let's show you guys real quick. Out in Hawaii, taking a little trip. Actually, this is the start of my traveling. I'm going to be traveling for probably at least for the next 2.5 months. But I want to do a video, so I just thought I might come out here and walk a little bit and talk. I actually have some really interesting news to share with you guys today. And so I had my first experience going to Walmart and seeing the electronic price tags. So I've been talking about this. You guys know I've been talking about this on the channel. And this is something that I didn't want to see. I was dreading seeing these because what they're talking about doing right now is they're talking about having a pretty much okay, they're not framing it this way, but this is what's going to end up happening. You could have surge pricing if you have a price tag that is digital, and that's the fear. And so now they're starting to implement these digital ones. I saw one out here in Hawaii. I'll show you guys some video of it. Digital pricing. And it's interesting because what they can do is, if you're looking at, let's say you have the inventory, you're looking at inventory and you're running low on something, then you can easily hike up the price. And because supply and demand, you have less of it available, hike the price up. And it'll be instant. One person goes and gets whatever that product is, then the next person comes by and the price has gone up just 2 or 3 minutes later. And so they can do this across the board now with this new setup that they have. So I just think it's something that we need to keep our eye on, obviously, but it's not good for the consumer. Definitely not good for the consumer. And looking at inflation right now is just ridiculously, expensive, everything. I'm going to tell you a story at the end of this video that was pretty crazy, just being out in Hawaii. But you have to understand, I'm on an island, so take that into consideration. But looking at these prices now where they can just move them up, move them down, the talk is that they're saying that, no, we're not going to move the prices up, we're going to move them down. So when we have sales and specials and things like that, we have too much product on the shelf, we want to get it off the shelf, so we're going to lower the prices. But we don't know. Who knows exactly what they're going to do? So I experienced that today, and I had to share that with you. Now, I want to talk about my experience going to the grocery store. So like I said, look, we're on an island, I understand that. It's hard to get products here. So things are very, very expensive. So I usually go, especially when I'm out here, I might shop for 2 to 3 days, not too much. I don't like to shop too far in advance. I'm going to be here for about 10 days, so I don't want to just go and buy enough food for 10 days. I want to kind of spread it out because I don't know how many times I'm going to be going different places to want to eat out, all that stuff. So I just went and got enough food for me, and I'm here with my parents and my sister. So enough food for us for 2 or 3 days. I spent over $300, like $313 for that. And all we got was enough food for dinner for pretty much 3 nights. 3 nights for dinner, just dinner. We got a little bit for breakfast, but not much. Eggs and things like that, just basic necessities. And so the price of food out here is probably twice as expensive as it is in California where I live. And that's just crazy to me. But as I stated, we're on an island. I get it. Every time I come here, every Every 2 years I come out to Hawaii, and it's no different. I mean, the price is always expensive, but now I think it's even more expensive. But then you got to understand, we're in times right now where inflation hasn't come down. The promise was that it was going to come down. It hasn't. It's still sky high, and I don't see it dropping anytime soon. And with all these talks of tariffs and all this stuff, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get any better. And so I tell people all the time, look, buckle up, because we're going to have a rough road ahead for the next, I would say the next several years, because President Trump right now, he's doing the opposite of talking about negotiating. He's just out there saying, oh, we're going to raise tariffs here, we're going to raise tariffs here, raise tariffs there. And eventually we're going to start feeling that. As soon as the products that we already have stocked up in the US, as soon as those start to run dry, well, then now we're really going to have an issue. A lot of companies already they've been hearing this talk for the last 6 months, even more than that, actually. Even before he became president, he was talking about this. So you had a lot of companies that stocked up on these products. And so we'll have to see what happens in the future, but it's not going to be good for the consumer. I can tell you that already. And you'll have all these people say, well, no, tariffs is not going to do anything. No, they're going to do something. We'll feel it. We will definitely feel it. When you have major companies like Walmart, Target, Amazon, when you have these major companies saying that, look, it's going to be bad for the consumer, they're saying that for two reasons. One, because it's going to be bad for consumers. And two, they have an opportunity to raise prices even higher, because they can always blame tariffs, right? I remember during COVID, and this was kind of like a running joke, because every time we would hear something about a change, right? Any change. Oh, sorry, it's COVID, Price goes up, oh, sorry, COVID. You got to do this, oh, sorry, COVID. You got to stand 6 feet away from each other, it's COVID. So we used to get that all the time. And this is going to be you're going to have companies that are going to say, oh, sorry, we had to raise the prices, tariffs. You heard that whole tariffs thing out there. And I mean, some of it is true, don't get me wrong, but they can also use that as an opportunity to pay for the tariff and then pass that cost on to the consumer, and then make a little bit of profit, a little bit more than what they normally would have made. So we'll see if that's the case. But yeah, I just wanted to come in and talk a little bit. I have some videos that I already recorded from home, so you're going to kind of see back and forth a little bit of me in Hawaii talking about some of the different topics, more current stuff, and then I'll be talking about some other stuff in video. So please support the channel, hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, all of that good stuff. But we're still here, and there's a lot going on. And so if you guys have any questions, if you guys want me to do a video on a specific topic, I've had a few people that have responded, send me emails. You can send me an email, david@thetecshow.com. A few people sent me links to different videos. Other people sent me the links to some different articles and stuff like that. So if you want me to do a video on a topic, send me that information. I want to start doing more like off the cuff, like reaction videos. So just on a topic that's out there, that's popular, and someone sees it and they take that link maybe from Twitter or take that link from YouTube, and then send me the link, and then I'll take a look at it. I can't do all different topics. Some topics are a little way far out there, but there's some stuff that's going on right now, this whole Epstein file. There's some stuff that's out there right now that I think is stuff that we should be looking at and having a discussion about it. So just let me know by sending me that link. And I'm gonna go, but I want to show you guys this beautiful ocean before I go. It is sunset in Hawaii, and bye for now. So that's all we have for this video. Make sure if you guys want to send me an email, you can do that, david@thetecshow.com. Like the video, subscribe for more, and check out these videos over here for some more great content. Talk to you later. Bye.